Hey guys, never made a YouTube video before or did anything like this of the sort, but I thought I would just give it a try. I wanted to start this as a little bit of just like kind of a video diary for me, just kind of logging in my thoughts for the day or whatever I did, and then I can go in and elaborate on a little bit why. So I'll probably title this like post grad thoughts or just graduated college things I've learned. But a little bit about what I've done and why I'm starting this is, oh shit. And I'm playing this live too, so excuse if I'm like playing like cheeks. But I'm 22, and I just graduated from university, and let me tell you, the shift has been nothing if not like crazy. You know, you probably see on TikTok, or I know I do. Like you see on TikTok, everyone's like, you need to know this and that, and then everyone's looking for jobs, job market this, job market that. And I think the biggest thing for me that I thought wouldn't be too hard, or I thought I would have like figured out, is like leaving an entire support system. So I'm gonna probably go deeper into this. I went to school in Northern California, and I was born and raised in Southern California, so I had my entire support system there for 18 years. You know, pretty social, did everything I wanted to do, and then applied for college. Didn't get into any of the colleges that my friends got into, so I went to school up north. Didn't know anyone, and I was like, well, F it, you know. I have two older brothers, so I was like, I'll be different. Instead of going to school like nearby where we grow up, I'll just go to school somewhere else and like start anew. So I did, and the first few weeks was like, people that went to freshman year of college already, they'd know is like pretty insane, pretty crazy. You know, just talking to everyone, trying to make friends, this and that. But for me, I thought it was pretty easy. I joined some sports clubs. I never joined a frat. Like, looking back on it, I wish I joined a frat, but I never joined a frat. But for me, my replacement was sports clubs, and then just going to the gym and this and that. So I had my little group, had my gym, I was doing taekwondo. I was doing competitive sparring for anyone that's done that. But doing my taekwondo, hanging out with friends till like 3 a.m. every day because you get your first touch of freedom. And it was a really good time, and I was doing that for like 4 years. You know, drinking, smoking, partying, the usual. And then eventually my third, fourth year, my group kind of like got a little bit smaller. So it was mainly just like a few homies of mine, like kind of doing everything together. And then with my girlfriend as well. And I was getting into a routine, and it was something that, you know, Friday, hang out with a girlfriend. Friday, go get beers with the homies, or do whatever. And I got used to it. It was always a good time. And yeah, I was just living the college life, and it was comfortable. So come graduation, when all of us are like, oh, where are you working? Where in this? And for like most recent grads or anyone that's graduated within the last like 2-3 years, oh my god, I'm playing like ass. They know that the job market is like really tough. So luckily for me, I had 2 jobs. One of them was in Reno, which if you don't know is really close to NorCal. And the other one was in Chicago. Now, I didn't know nothing about Chicago, except for deep dish pizza. But I've never been there. I went once when I was like 10, but I haven't been when I was like old enough to do anything or really explore the city. I just knew about it from what I've seen on TikTok. So I was like, well, shit. And the job in Chicago is actually a lot better for my goals. I can go in that later in a deeper video if I still do this. But the job in Chicago aligned more with my long-term goals, but the one in Reno is like, okay, obviously I have like location. Okay, this is all right, I need to lock in. The one in Reno is like better location, close to my girlfriend, close to all my friends who have jobs around the NorCal area. And I would have had like my support system. Obviously it's like a 2.5 hour drive. But during the weekend, I could go snowboarding with my friends who are in NorCal, and then visit my girlfriend and just have the same system going. Now I weighed my options like, hella. And I think for the long term, moving to Illinois was the move. So what I ended up doing was moving to Illinois, and here I am. I'm about like 3 weeks in. Oh my god, 3 weeks in, closing up to a month. I think this is like my fourth or yeah. I just finished my 3rd week of work, which I can go deeper into that. But it was work is fun. I like what I do, but it's just so different. I did not expect the shift to be this hard. And one thing I could go in depth in is making friends post college, because that in itself has just been a whole like rodeo. I met a few people. Not a lot of my coworkers are of my age. One of them is, so I'm trying to play pickleball because pickleball seems like the hip thing to do nowadays to network. But okay, there we go. But yeah, making friends is a big topic of mine. What I want to do long term. Yeah, we're low-key getting destroyed. But I think it's hard because everyone isn't everyone is in like a different stage of life. So for my coworkers, they're like 40, 50, doing their own thing with kids. So like their Friday plans are like, oh, I'm gonna go to my kid's softball game. They're asking me like, and I'm 22, like I'm fresh out of college, and I'm trying super hard not to like Gen Z communicate and be like, yo dude, I'm going to the bars, I'm gonna get fucked up. But no, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to the cabin with my husband and we're gonna do this and that. And the corporate like the you know, to their jokes is it's a lot. So when Gen Z says that shit like, oh, I don't want to work, this and that, like, not that I don't want to work, but oh man, I don't think I could do this for more than like 30 years. And there's probably going to be some people that are like, oh, Gen Z is like all lazy and boring. But not our fault that we got thrown into like the hardest housing market and hardest job market. But that's a topic for another video. But yeah, so for this one, I think I just wanted to kind of throw some of my thoughts out there. First move, first month, living in Chicago. If anyone lives around here and wants to go to a bar around downtown or anything, that'd be cool. I'd be down. But yeah, I think what I plan to do is, obviously this is my first one, so it's not very structured, but I'll probably take, oh my god. Okay, I can't end this video until I get 10 kills. I'm usually not this bad, but my KD is like 2 point something, but I'm just trying to multitask. But yeah, I'll probably have something a little bit more structured. I really like talking about finance, the gym, Muay Thai. I actually joined a Muay Thai gym, and everyone there was trying to take my head off, and I was like, bro, I need you to chill. But yeah, finance, gym, politics. Holy fuck. I studied econ and international relations, so I can dive a little bit into politics. Not my favorite topic, but I do like talking about it. It's just I don't want to lose my job. But yeah, talk about USA politics, so maybe like income divides, housing, things like that. Transfer from working, okay, my gun won't reload. Transfer from graduating to working. There's probably a lot of people that are feeling this way. I know I was talking to a few of my friends, and they're like, dude, I can't do this for like 5 years. And I was like, we just started, you know, and we were all talking about like, oh, we're gonna work like at Ernst & Young finance or McKinsey consulting, and like we're gonna do all this and that. And then we both get like our first taste of adult life, and we're like, I can't fucking do this for more than like 10 years. And I was like, we just started, so we better make the most of it. And I think it is what you make the most of it. And there are gonna be people here that are like, oh, you're just like bitching and shit, which low-key a little bit, but it's new for me. I've never been one to shy away from a challenge. I lived in Japan for 4 months and was doing my thing over there, and it was like hard at first, so I think this is more the adjustment side of things. But yeah, if anyone does watch these and finds it interesting to watch while they're eating, I know I do that. For a few people that do these commentary things, I also play a lot of COD Zombies, so maybe I can get one going there and just do some story times or something, but I'll figure that out. Okay, there, if I didn't kill that guy, I would have been mad. But yeah, long story short, just moved from California, which is where I lived for 22 years, to Illinois for work. And if that's not the American dream, then I don't know what is. But yeah, anyway, I still don't have a channel name, but thanks for listening. Hope you guys found this a little bit entertaining. And then I'll probably come back with some more structured things. Like I said, politics, econ, finance, stocks. I'm doing that right now. Fighting, UFC breakdowns, beer reviews. I like Guinness. Guinness is the best. And Japanese beers. Japanese beers are good. Or travel tips. I also, oh my god. I also travel a lot and do all that good stuff. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoy. But hopefully I'll be back.